right, hello everybody. So what we're doing today is bringing you messages from your fairy godmother, your fairy godmother. Yeah, so I'll be going through all signs, bringing you messages of healing for your mind, body, and or the soul. Now, I started the reading before and I messed it up twice, so I'm doing it over again. So we're starting with Aries, and the card that you got, Aries, is perception. So now I'm going to read for you what the fairy godmother wants you to pay attention to regarding perception. Okay? So they say, when you gaze into a mirror, who is looking back at you? I bid you to be truly honest with yourself at this time. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what can't you see? What others can? Your perception of who you are is warped indeed. For no longer can you see a wonderful being, no. Instead, all you see are faults, guilt, worries, and shame staring you blatantly in the face. Is this the true creation of who you are? Of course not. You have become shrouded in a world painted by other people's negative comments, blames, and projections. Sadly, you have come to believe these lies which have built up within your mind. Instead of seeing and feeling wonderful as the true aspect of you, you have chosen to become who you really are not. And this is how most others now perceive you to be. Even though you have been showered with compliments and praise, you only listen to the negative aspects that have stemmed from jealousy, anger, and control. So look again, if you will, and open wide your eyes. Acknowledge the magnificence of you, of what you stand for, of how far you have come. For you are a marvel. Did you know that there is no one like you throughout the entire universe? You were brought forth into this world specifically for your talents, your passions, and the ray of energy that is unique to you. Without the gift of you, this planet would not tick, and begs you now to take ownership of who you are in every way and do what you came here to do. Be proud of who you are, for the moment you change your perception of who you are, so too will everyone else. Time to look through the eyes of your soul and not through the lies of the inner critic or the outer ones. So that's the most important message that the fairy godmothers have for you at this time. All right? So I hope that you found some helpful information in there. That's going to help you to change your perception and thereby change your whole world around you. That would mean that some people are going to fall off and some people are going to be added to you, because people that are trying to keep you down through negative talk, those negative talks that influence you to start having those negative beliefs about yourself, these people, they're not going to be happy to see you rise to your power. They're not going to be happy to see you taking back your power and being who you truly are, that which they are afraid of, which is your divine self, your beautiful self, your talented self, your confident self. They're afraid of you, and this is why they talk down at you, to break you down so that they can feel better within themselves. It's some reverse psychology that's been allowed to take place and work for quite some time. So now that you know, what will you do? The power lies in your hands, in your mind, in your prayer. I wish you the best going forward. All right. So next we have Taurus. Taurus. Fairy godmother message for Taurus. Most important message that Taurus need to know right now. right, Taurus. Fairy godmother message for you is I got two cards to come out. We have romance and we have abundance. So let's see what the book has to say about that. So for Aries, the message at the bottom of the deck was exhaustion. So that means that what people were putting you through is actually making you tired. That's just a quick message for Aries. I forgot to mention that. At the bottom of your one, you have insecurity. So this thing is about you being insecure regarding romance and abundance. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at the romance. It says you have a deep desire to connect with another, and your heart yearns for romance. Flowers, love hearts, chocolates, chivalry, and intimacy sing to your soul. To be swept off your feet in a rush of giddiness as your heart beats furiously in a swirl of passion is a dream for you. Fueled by fairy tales and fables, romance novels, and old movies, your quintessential theme is to fall in love and live happily ever after. However, your tendency to be a romantic idealist blinds you, rather, to the realities of the way of the world. Whilst you have been waiting for your perfect prince or princess, charming, to rescue you from your tower, you may have been blinded to the real deal who has been in front of your very nose the entire time. There is nothing wrong in wishing for the ideal partner, but you need to relinquish control. Allowing all to unfold naturally will ensure that the outcome will turn out in perfect order, and more often than not, better than could have been imagined. Romance isn't just about partnership, for you can bring romance into your life at any time. You can do this through playfulness, laughter, by appreciating the beauty around you, treating yourself to those little luxuries, and delighting in who you are. Remember that the love you receive is a reflection and measurement of the love you feel for yourself. If you are in a relationship right now, you may wish to inject a little fire to reignite the passion you crave and miss. Romance embraces your connection with the divine and evokes a zest for life itself. Allow me to breathe new romance into your partnership, how you view the world and yourself. So, that sounds like an invite for you to make a request. That sounds like an invite for you to make a request. So ask and it shall be given unto you. And remember, it's not always about somebody else. Romance is something that starts within self. And if you love yourself properly, you will not settle for someone loving you any less. So that's the trick. So what you get is what you actually allow. Okay? So if you're not being loved properly at the moment, you may have to set some boundaries, and that may mean a little bit of downtime, a little bit of singlehood or whatever. It depends on how your situation is. But you can't be afraid. Okay? So next we have abundance. One moment. My nose is running. I don't know where it's going, but it's running. So let's see what the abundance is about. It says, this is a magical moment, for your prayers have been heard and are about to be answered. Having endured a rough ride, when you thought that you were sinking to rock bottom, you kept going, knowing that someday assistance would arrive. And it has, in the form of your own fairy godmother, me. It's not me, it's God, but yeah. Wait, my little get up is getting up in my eye here. Wait. Okay, now I can see properly. So let's see. It says, I have watched you struggle, often going without, and at other times you've thrown caution to the wind and treated yourself, knowing the finances would eventually turn up. You see, when you don't follow your dreams and passions, it is like swimming against the tide. How can the universe give freely to you when you have barricaded yourself in? Perhaps you felt that you are not worthy of receiving, or feel bad when accepting gifts. When you turn this type of thinking around, you will be in a position to receive all that is waiting to come to you. It may not appear in the form that you expect, however. If you ask for a specific item, it will manifest often as a much better version than you imagined. Too many people believe that they should ask for money in order to purchase their desires. A true alchemist knows to focus solely on bringing about the desired object into form. Let me read that again. A true alchemist knows to focus solely on bringing about the desired object into form. That means if you just open yourself to receiving this thing that you need, it opens up the avenues as to, because things can come to you in so many different ways. But if you lock yourself into receiving the money to receive the thing or whatever, then you kind of diminish your chances of having it. You just have to open yourself up to the universe, and however it comes into you, it comes to you. I hope you get that. So it's about releasing control of how it comes to you. Just open yourself up to receive, because whatever it is, it could be somebody give it to you, it could be you actually get the funds to buy it, it could be that you find it someday or whatever. Just open yourself up. It's like, you want that, and that's it. Don't get specific, because with dealing with the universe, it's more of a contractual thing, and we're not very good at contracts. Let's be real, because words have meanings, and to even start speaking certain words when it comes to contracts, you have to be very, very, very specific, or else these little loopholes can just mess things up. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So just open yourself up to receive the thing. That's what they're saying here. So I say, in other words, if you need a new bed, then ask me for one, rather than spending your time wishing for financial assistance to buy one. It enables me to go straight to the task in hand and cutting out the middleman, so to speak. I assure you that you will be pleased with the results of this age-old technique. But for now, I am delighted to reward you for your patience. Now brace yourself, my dear, as I shake my magic wand and shower you with the riches and prosperity you rightly deserve. So that's why I said at the end of the romance one, it sounded like you were being given an invitation to actually ask for what you want. And as manifested with the abundance card, you were being given an opportunity to simply ask for what you want, and they gave you a little hint as to how to make it come about, which is by just receive. Don't speculate, don't stipulate, just open yourself up and let God work its magic. Your fairy godmother, your fairy godfather. All right. So that is you, Taurus. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you found the information helpful. Now we're going to move on to Gemini. So let's see, Gemini, what is your fairy godmother message? about that. It didn't feel right. That's why. So we keep going. Okay, now. Gemini's fairy godmother message. We're working magic today. Real magic. Oh my gosh, Gemini. Your message is laughter. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Okay, HIJKL, laughter. Alright, so your fairy godmother wants to tell you, you have been far too serious lately, and it's beginning to take its toll. Okay, you seem to have a busy schedule. You seem to have a busy schedule and deadlines to meet, but it doesn't have to be that way all of the time. Stress is completely self-imposed, for no one can force you to feel this way, only yourself. You have the choice and power to remove yourself from stressful situations or to take them into your stride. Give yourself a break from your sober attitude and start to see the funny side. Humor is infectious. It lifts you from feeling restricted by perceived heavy burdens and increases happiness. Lighten up and allow laughter to break you free from your self-imposed prison. When did you last have a really good belly laugh? If you can't actually remember, then you need to get out more. Have fun with friends, go to a comedy club. Laughing this way is like doing a rigorous workout, for laughter triggers endorphins in your body that make you feel fabulous. It also strengthens your immune system, inspires hope, connects you with others, and boosts your energy, whilst protecting you from the very damaging effects of stress. That is so true. Not only that, but you will start to feel better about yourself too, and will brighten areas in your life that tend to bring you down. Be the cosmic joker, the trickster, and see the humor in all situations. Laughter is positively contagious and is the best remedy for misery, for getting caught up in too many rules and regulations, for perfection, and for banishing your inner critic to the background. You are lacking excitement. It's time to let go. Unleash your inner child and give yourself permission to be silly. Play games and bring fun and laughter into your life, Gemini. Okay? So, I don't need to add anything to that. Now that you know, what are you going to do with it? And that's that. All right, I hope that you found this here helpful, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so next we have Cancer. Cancer. Fairy godmother message for the Cancer. There we are. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know what is. I just feel something very interesting. Is it bad or good? It's questionable. I feel uncertainty, a little bit of worry, but more uncertainty. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so it's about identity. Now, there is a big challenge. Because if you don't know who you are, how can anybody else know who you are? But then, maybe who you are is whoever you choose to be at every point of your life. Maybe you're meant to be just a kind of free-flowing entity, a mighty morphin Power Ranger. Let me stop. So identity, at the bottom of the deck we have divine love. And below that we have romance. Okay, so let's see what the fairy godmother wants to tell you about identity. Okay, so reveal the real you. That is the issue. It's like Cancer saying, who am I? Okay, let's read on. You know who that is, but does anybody else? You are desperate to show the world who you really are, but fear the reactions. Ooh. What if you are rejected in some way? Are you brave enough to step out and expose your true nature? Having played this facade for so long now, you actually go out of your way to be who others expect you to be. This has become all very tiresome, however, and it would make life a lot easier if you didn't have to pretend any longer for the sake of keeping the peace. You no longer wish to be cloaked and masked, but still are reluctant to let these props go. For this disguise is your security and has served you well up until now. But imagine how amazing it would be to get dressed every day in whatever clothing you felt would express who you are and how you feel. Think of how freeing it would be to act in the appropriate way to your true personality. How wonderful it would be to admit your genuine likes and dislikes and to act accordingly, never minding the judgments and opinions of others. But what would happen if you dropped the act? How would others react when they realize you aren't all who you appeared to be? Would you be treated differently? Ask yourself these questions and do not be afraid to admit the truth in your answers. Only you can then decide whether you are brave enough to be your authentic self or continue to hide within a world of deception. My fairy friends and I will support you as you take the brave steps to revealing your true identity. You only have to call me and I will surround you with protection as you hold your head up high and announce to the world who you truly are. It's like, love me or hate me. This is it. And the good thing about being who you truly are is being who you truly are attracts the right people to you. Because, believe it or not, however weird or however wonderful you are, there are others out there like you. There are others out there who resonate with you, but they cannot identify you because you are not being who you are. So you keep attracting the wrong people to you because people are being attracted to you because of who you are showing them you are, which is who you are not. So As soon as you start expressing your true self, your true comrades, your true soul tribe, they will start gravitating towards you. And then they will inspire you to be who you are, and you will enjoy the freedom of being who you truly are, not having to pretend. Now, the problem with this is because you've already started the ball rolling, being who you are not, you must expect that there will be some level of turmoil, some upheaval when it comes to the people that you are dealing with. Okay? Because some will accept the new you or the real you, some will accept the real you, and some will just be confused and they will choose to walk away. Now, whoever choose to walk away, let them. You have to let go of what is not serving you so that you can make room for those things and people which are. Okay? If you keep holding on to people who do not care to hold on to you, you will only upset yourself because there will never be peace. If you choose to be the real you and people choose to walk away from you, let them go in peace. There needs not be an upset. There need not be arguments or whatever. Perhaps some of the people that go away will be people that you would prefer not go away, but at least by being your true self, you get to recognize where you truly stand with such people. So it really does take bravery. And like your fairy godmother, fairy godfather said, they're there to help you to get through this. Okay? So do not hesitate to ask for the assistance when you're tired of being who everybody think you are, being who everybody wants you to be. Your fairy god people are ready to help you to be who you are so that you can start attracting the right energy, the right opportunities, the right people into your life, and you can live your best life. Okay? So good luck to you with that. Now, who's coming next? Cancer, Leo. So let's see. Leo's fairy godmother message. What would you like to say to Leos? It's the most important message for the Leos. Leo. Okay, so your message is listening. Alright, so let's see what the fairy godmother has to say regarding listening, what they want you to know. Let's see, it says, do you get caught up in the drama and devastation of life's challenges? Or do you sit still as stormy waves crash all around you and simply listen? This is a time for quiet, a time for reflection, to be still. Please slow it down a bit, for whilst you are scurrying around, you do not hear me call. Ooh. There are many important messages you are passing by to your own detriment. One of my roles is to bring you peace, but I must say that you aren't making my job easy. It is vital that you give yourself some silence in order to hear the loving guidance being imparted, to feel spirit, and to notice the beauty that is all around you. Be still, breathe, and relax. Here is the internal place of the sacred. Here, in this internal place of the sacred, you will find restoration of balance and harmony. Then you can better hear the advice that is being whispered to you as you learn to live in the present. This message also implies that you are not listening to the needs or indeed the words of others. Next time you have a conversation, become the observer of the actual thoughts you have whilst another is talking. Are you thinking about what you can say next, or are you truly listening to the words that are being spoken? There is a difference between hearing and listening, and your return answers reveal the truth of the matter. However, just because someone tells you something doesn't mean that they are to be believed or to be obeyed. Trust your judgment. To enhance your clairaudient, which is psychic hearing skills, open your ears to the sounds all around you. You will be surprised to hear auditory noises that you have missed previously when you were otherwise preoccupied with life. And then at the end it says touch. It says preoccupied with life, and then there's a full stop or period, and then touch, and then period. Interesting. I think I shall show you this just in case it makes more sense to you. Wait. Oh, I tried. Okay. All right. So, Leo. That message was quite self-explanatory. I don't have anything else to add to that either. So, now that you know, what are you going to do? Thank you so much for watching, Leo. Okay, now we move on to Virgo. Fairy godmother message for Virgo. Virgo. Alright, so your fairy godmother message, Virgo, is wish. So something about wish. Now let's read what they have to say to you regarding this message. They say this is the card that you have been hoping for. It's almost as though your wish has come true. A wish is a magical gift, a plea and request that is delivered to the one who has desired and asked for it. There are some wishes, however, that are unable to come true. That is because the wish maker did not fully believe that their wish would come to fruition. Do you realize how many wishes are floating around in the ether, just waiting to be drawn in and be made manifest? How many wishes have you made in your lifetime? and how many of those wishes have actually come true. It's all very good making wishes, but you have to remember the key ingredient in order for them to come true. Believe, believe, believe. So often you wish upon a star, but then negate your request for fearing it might not happen. Immediately, the doubt blocks your wish from coming true, from your belief that it won't happen. This fear stems from your inability or refusal to believe that anything is conceivable. But believe me when I say that everything is possible, even the impossible. Notice how I appear before you as I am in my wisdom years. As I stand in this power, I grant to you a wish. Let me sprinkle you with some good old-fashioned fairy dust as I wave my wand over you. This is a good time to ask for what you want. A fortuitous energy surrounds you. Believe. A wonderful surprise awaits. Wish upon a star. What is it you desire? What would you like to happen, to come about? Whatever you wish for comes with it consequences, good or bad, and has a ripple effect that connects to the entire universe. So choose carefully and remember the phrase, careful what you wish for. And that's what the fairy godmother wants to say to you, Virgo. And I don't think I need to add anything to that. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. The most important thing being careful what you wish for, because it has ties to the whole entire universe. We start being alchemists and we shift shit around, some other stuff are gonna move that we probably don't want moved. I hope you get that. So that is the fairy godmother messages, Aries to Virgo. Now I'm gonna stop the recording here because I need to eat some food, and I want to thank all of you for watching. So check me on the next one, Libra to Pisces, where we're gonna be hearing from our fairy godmother. I just love this book. I've been searching for this book for like 5 months and I finally found it. So I'm sharing it with you. Now, like I said, thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, keep on taking care of yourselves. Bye-bye.